bring back shame, but something I do want to mention, and you guys may disagree with me, but I do have a genuine empathy for these people because these are broken individuals.
Yeah, they are.
And, you know,
They're not getting help.
Evil does not come from good, right?
And they were probably
evil comes from
abused.
evil and good comes from good. And yeah, like you just said, these people were probably abused sexually. And I think you can even look up at the statistics of these drag performers or of trans people that you can link this stuff back to childhood sexual trauma. And so, you know, empathy and compassion for their situation and why they're doing what they're doing doesn't come without accountability. But I think that you do need to understand that aspect to fully grasp the situation.
He's totally right about that. There was some pushback, not a lot, but a little bit to what we did. People saying, well, that wasn't very Christ-like. Like, Jesus was not nice. Jesus was good. There is a difference.
Yeah,
and
100%.
nobody is beyond redemption. That's, of course, true. But we're also not supposed to try to be more merciful than God. This is written about in 1 John. You know, there is a certain point where God's mercy will have a limit. You have to ask for redemption, you have to repent, but at a certain point we will all be judged. So it's not our job to make that judgment, but it is our job to use good and force to shame these people into acting accordingly, because our children otherwise are going to be victimized. You know, I think it's Matthew 18:6 says it's better for those types of people to have a stone tied around their neck and be tossed into the ocean than for them to have this influence over children. So keep that in mind and maybe pay a little bit less attention to this, like Sunday school Jesus was a hippie type of
But
Christianity.
that message is actually so important, and it's necessary for the shame aspect, because these people are craving a community. They're craving someone to love them and to accept them into their community. They started the show off by saying, we're here and we feel loved and we don't feel judged. And yes, we'll shame you for doing evil, but stop the trans stuff, stop the drag in front of kids, and come back to Christ, come into our community where we will show you real love, not this fake love that you're purporting to be good, because it's not.
Yeah. All right, we've got, John's itching to say one more thing.
Well, he just reminded me of an altercation that I had outside, which was, there was, I believe, a 15-year-old, roughly. It was the person wearing the shirt that said Trans Lives Matter, I think, in the black shirt.
Oh, I believe, yeah.
I was having a conversation with this person cordially, and I was giving my honest opinion about their condition, and there was this woman who interrupted our conversation and said, hey, I love you, to the kid. This very sort of performance. I was like, no, you don't. You don't know this person. What you're doing right now is a caricature of an actual, strong and loving influence in that child's life. You don't love that person, so don't say you do, because you don't.
Yeah.